Okay, so a different topic I wanted to talk about. You have a lot of people who come in for sale by owner and they don't have a realtor guiding them. And a lot of people don't realize the value of a good realtor probably until they're in the midst of trying to do some of this legal paperwork. What are some of the common problems you see with people who go the for sale by owner route?
The for sale by owner process, a lot of people are doing that to save money, which I understand. But again, you and I are on the same page as the value of having somebody in your corner and somebody to advise you, because that is what they do. A lot of times people will call up and go, well, can I get costs for, I'm doing it for sale by owner. What are my costs? Well, it kind of depends on what you're paying for. If you as a seller or you as the buyer are paying for, well, I don't know. I've never done this before. Well, I mean, so that's one of the issues. But another issue is that they ask us to prepare a purchase agreement. Well, I'm not going to do that because that is a legal document and that should be handled by an attorney or by, if you want to do it yourself, go online, review that, and make sure that you fill it out. A lot of times people don't know what they're signing. They don't know what the costs are. They don't know the ramifications of maybe inspections, things like that, or appraisals. And I I don't see a lot of that part of it if there's a lender involved, but I see a lot of the part where there's a lien or a judgment and they go, well, what does that mean? What is that? How does that affect the transaction? Um, they just they're very, very out there in I don't want to say just out there, and they understand it to a certain extent, but then they don't, well, I thought I would net this. And they don't understand the proration of taxes are a big, huge thing. It depends on when you close. And that's just for another time, but it can be a cost to a seller depending on when you close. And it's a credit to your buyer usually if you're prorating. That is a big issue in paying off liens and judgments and just understanding the cost and the process, from the beginning to the end, appraisal, putting together the title search, things like that. Well, you don't have anybody to help you and guide you and hold your hand along the way. And that they want us as a title company to help them with that. And so they're calling in all the time, asking us questions. So as a for sale by owner, we do help in the transaction, but there is an increased cost because of our time. So because they're not paying for a realtor, so they're calling us, asking us a lot of questions. If you've done it before, that's great, but just beware. The biggest thing is if you're splitting a property, let's say you have 10 acres and you're selling me 5 acres. Well, that can be a whole another ball of wax regarding a survey, regarding taxes, because taxes are on the full parcel. So, Andy, am I going to get the credit for the whole parcel? Am I going to get credit for the part that I'm buying? That has to be specific in your purchase agreement. And we had one transaction where some people were upset because they didn't get as much as they thought they were getting because of that, but they didn't put in the agreement the way that they really wanted the taxes. And we were at closing, so we couldn't do anything unless we, reclosed. So that would be a big thing with a for sale by owner, understanding that process. If you're splitting the property, we've been seeing that a lot more now too, where people are selling off acreages, to their homes, and people are building because they can't find anything. But just getting help and understanding the process is a big issue.